Jerusalem, a virtual pilgrimage through the Holy City. Jerusalem. The name alone stirs the soul. But right now, this sacred city, the beating heart of faith for millions, is in the midst of turmoil. Israel is at war. The streets that once echoed with the prayers of pilgrims are quiet. The holy sites are closed, and the faithful are left longing for a journey they cannot yet take. For many, this was supposed to be their time of pilgrimage, a journey of spiritual renewal. But though the doors to Jerusalem may be shut for now, the spirit of the city remains open. So today we invite you on a different kind of pilgrimage, a virtual one, to walk the sacred streets of Jerusalem from wherever you are. This is your chance to connect with the holy city from a distance, to feel its heartbeat, to immerse yourself in its history, its holiness, and its powerful legacy of faith. Whether you're waiting for the day you can make the journey in person or seeking solace in this uncertain time, this virtual pilgrimage will bring Jerusalem to you. And if you're excited to experience Jerusalem with us today, give this video a like. Jerusalem's foundations. Let's begin where Jerusalem begins, in its foundation. This city has stood the test of time, witnessing triumph and tragedy, faith and fire, peace and war. And yet it endures. For over 3,000 years, Jerusalem has been the epicenter of faith. This sacred city holds within it the legacies of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, the three Abrahamic religions that have shaped the beliefs of much of the world. Though today's conflict has silenced the footsteps of pilgrims, nothing can erase the sacredness of this city. Picture the Western Wall, where Jewish pilgrims would stand in prayer, their hands touching the very stones that once formed the Second Temple. This wall, known as the Kotel, is a tangible connection to the divine, a place where prayers transcend time and space. Now imagine the Dome of the Rock, its golden roof shimmering under the sun. For Muslims, this site is where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during his miraculous night journey. It is a place of spiritual significance, a symbol of faith, history, and Islamic heritage. And for Christians, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre marks the ground where Jesus was crucified, buried, and resurrected. This church is more than just a building. It's the living symbol of the Christian faith, where countless pilgrims have come to walk in the footsteps of Christ. Today, we cannot stand before these holy monuments in person, but through this virtual pilgrimage, we can still feel their presence. Close your eyes. Imagine the prayers that still linger in the air, the devotion that has weathered centuries, and the divine connection that transcends physical walls. A walk through history. As we continue this virtual pilgrimage, let's take a walk through history. A history that stretches back thousands of years, making Jerusalem one of the oldest and most revered cities on earth. Founded around 3000 BCE, Jerusalem has been a silent witness to the rise and fall of empires. From the ancient Israelites to Roman conquests, from the Byzantine Empire to the Ottomans, each era has left its unique mark on this sacred ground. As we explore the streets of the old city, close your eyes and listen closely. Can you hear it? The echoes of the past, the whispers of prayers, the joyous celebrations, and the deep struggles of those who lived here. This city has seen it all. The Old City, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is like a living mosaic, divided into 4 quarters: the Jewish quarter, the Christian quarter, the Muslim quarter, and the Armenian quarter. Each quarter is a story in itself, a testament to the rich and diverse cultures that have called this city home for centuries. Now, imagine yourself standing in the shadow of the ancient walls, built by Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century. These walls have stood strong through the Crusades, the rise of the Ottoman Empire, and countless other defining moments in history. As we walk through these streets, we're not just exploring a city, we're uncovering the dreams, hopes, and faith of the countless souls who have walked this path before us. Walking the Via Dolorosa, a journey of faith and reflection. Now let us take a virtual walk along the Via Dolorosa. For Christians, this path represents the final steps of Jesus as he carried his cross to Golgotha. It is here, on this very road, where faith meets history. Each step is steeped in devotion, as pilgrims from all over the world come to retrace the final journey of Christ, following the stations of the cross. Though we cannot physically walk these ancient streets today, close your eyes and let your spirit walk in Jerusalem's sacred past. Picture it. This ancient street is a place where history comes alive, lined with lively shops selling colorful spices, hand-woven textiles, and religious artifacts. The air hums with the sounds of life. Merchants calling out, the soft murmur of prayers, and the footsteps of the faithful. Here, past and present coexist, blending into a sacred rhythm that has pulsed through these streets for centuries. Further along the path, we come upon the Church of St. Anne, a hidden gem of Romanesque beauty. This ancient church is believed to be built over the birthplace of the Virgin Mary, a sacred space of quiet reflection amidst the energy of the city. Step inside with us. Can you hear the gentle echo of hymns? The church is renowned for its acoustics, and many pilgrims pause here to sing, their voices rising in a graceful harmony that fills the air with peace. As we move from station to station, imagine the weight of the cross, the jeering crowds, and the profound silence of sacrifice. This is the path millions of pilgrims would have taken in prayer and reflection. Today, in this moment of global uncertainty, we too can walk it, not with our feet, but with our hearts. Picture the stations of the cross. The place where Jesus fell, where Simon of Cyrene helped him bear the cross. The church bells ring in the distance, mingling with the whispers of prayer that have persisted through the ages. This is the essence of pilgrimage, a connection not just to a place, but to a story, a faith, and a promise. As we continue our journey, the atmosphere shifts into the bustling Arab souk. The scent of fresh spices, warm bread, and fragrant oils fills the air. Here, life flourishes in a kaleidoscope of sights and sounds. You can almost hear the chatter of merchants, see the gleam of handmade jewelry, and feel the vibrant pulse of this cultural hub. The souk is a reflection of Jerusalem itself, a city where cultures blend and thrive together, creating a unique and beautiful tapestry of faith and tradition. Though we may not be able to walk these streets in person right now, let the energy and devotion of the Via Dolorosa reach across the distance. This is more than just a path. It is a sacred journey, a pilgrimage of the heart, where faith comes alive in every step. Sacred prayer at the Western Wall. Now we turn to the Western Wall, the holiest site in Judaism. Here, millions of pilgrims have come to leave their prayers, folded carefully into the crevices of these ancient stones. Though we cannot touch the wall today, we can still send our prayers to this sacred place, a symbol of faith and resilience. As you sit before your screen, wherever you are, take a moment to offer your prayer. Imagine yourself standing before the wall, feeling the cool stone under your fingertips, and knowing that even now, your prayer is heard. The Western Wall has witnessed centuries of history, and even in times of war, its power remains undiminished. There is a Jewish tradition that when the temple was destroyed, the divine presence never left the wall. And though we may be far away, our connection to the wall remains. This is the beauty of faith. It transcends borders, barriers, and even conflicts. The Dome of the Rock. For Muslims, the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock is one of the holiest sites in Islam. It's where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is believed to have ascended to the heavens during his night journey. The Golden Dome, visible from across the city, stands as a testament to faith's endurance even in times of hardship. Imagine yourself standing in the courtyard of the Dome of the Rock. The sunlight reflects off the golden roof, and the atmosphere is filled with peace and prayer. This site has been a place of pilgrimage for centuries, And even in these uncertain times, its significance remains undimmed. Though travel may be impossible right now, your faith can still connect you to this sacred place. Take a moment to reflect on the teachings of Islam, the lessons of patience, resilience, and trust in the divine plan. Just as the dome has stood through the storms of history, so too will your faith guide you through the challenges of today. The Quiet Gardens. Beyond the monuments, Jerusalem is filled with sacred spaces of quiet reflection. The Garden of Gethsemane, with its ancient olive trees, has witnessed prayers of sorrow and hope for thousands of years. It's where Jesus Christ prayed before his arrest, finding strength in the quiet of the night. Now imagine sitting in that garden. Though you may be far away, the peace of this sacred space can still reach you. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Picture the stillness, the ancient trees, and the sense of being in a place where heaven and earth seem to touch. Similarly, the Mount of Olives offers a panoramic view of Jerusalem, a place of pilgrimage where believers have come to pray for centuries. This view, with the holy city stretched out before you, reminds us that even in times of distance, we remain connected to the divine through our faith. Jerusalem awaits. Though Jerusalem's doors may be closed today, its heart remains open. This city, with its holy sites and sacred stories, endures through conflict, through peace, and through time. As you sit at home, know that Jerusalem is waiting for you. One day, its streets will once again echo with the footsteps of pilgrims. Its holy sites will once again open their doors. Until then, let this virtual pilgrimage be a reminder that faith knows no borders. The spirit of Jerusalem is within you, in your prayers, in your reflection, in your longing for connection to something greater than yourself. May your heart remain open and your faith remain strong, and may your pilgrimage, whether virtual or physical, bring you closer to the divine. Jerusalem awaits you. Thank you for joining us on this virtual pilgrimage through Jerusalem. If this journey inspired you or brought you closer to the holy city, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to Savvy Travel with AB for more virtual journeys, travel tips, and inspiring adventures from around the globe. Let's explore the world together, one sacred city at a time.